Hey, what's up guys? BoHD here from PhoneDog.com. Now the successor to the 2018 Android Wear TicWatch Pro from Mobvoi is here, and it's called the TicWatch Pro 2020. It features some updated internal specifications packed inside of a pretty familiar design if you've ever used the original. So the design, it consists of a big industrial frame with a metallic body that has the same faux number dial that was on the original TicWatch Pro. You have two big buttons on the side. There is a heart rate monitor down below underneath of the watch with a 4-pin charging connector. And out of the box, you get a nice leather wristband with a silicone coating underneath that should help you work out with this watch without having to worry about damaging the leather. You know, water and sweat is usually not very good for leather, so it's nice to see silicone underneath with leather, fancy, nice aesthetic leather up top for business meetings and looking all professional and whatnot. I think if you're a big fan of industrial watches, you'll really like the looks of the TicWatch Pro 2020. Since I have pretty skinny wrists, as you can see, I prefer to have a slightly smaller smartwatch that doesn't protrude too much off of my wrist here. Again, this watch is pretty big. It measures in at 12.6 millimeters thick, so that's a pretty chunky smartphone. With that said, you do get a fairly large 1.38-inch AMOLED display with a 400 by 400 resolution and Gorilla Glass 3. It is recessed from the metallic number dial, which should help protect it from scrapes and scuffs. What's really unique about TicWatch displays are that they feature both an AMOLED display and an LCD display on top of each other. So one can get you the Android Wear OS, you can swipe through notifications and whatnot, while the LCD display, it shows the time and other information like the number of steps you've taken throughout your day. Why do you need both displays, you might ask? Well, it's cool because the LCD display is here to save you a ton of battery life. It uses nowhere near as much power as the AMOLED display that needs all those pixels being lit up. It's also easier to see in direct sunlight. So by switching between the two displays, you can maximize battery life, which is very important for a smartwatch, which just doesn't have that much space to include a really big battery. Now, Mobvoi thought this out a little bit. They included an essential mode that restricts you to just the LCD display when the battery life becomes too low to actually use the watch and run Android Wear OS. So that's actually the mode I have right here. As you can see, it's not being lit up. The AMOLED display isn't being turned on, but it might be hard to see on camera, but the LCD display is powered on. I can see the time is 2:19. I took 904 steps. It's still cool that I can actually still continue to use this as a watch, even when the battery life is extremely low. I think it would be cool to be able to customize the watch face on the LCD display, but as far as I can tell right now, you just have this one watch face. Now you can customize the digital watch face in Android Wear. Swiping through the OS, it feels fairly smooth. It definitely feels like one of the faster Android Wear watches I've used, but I don't think that's really saying too much considering not much has changed in the Android Wear ecosystem over the past few years. This watch is actually packing the Snapdragon Wear 2100 chip, which was first launched in 2016, and it only comes with 1 gigabyte of RAM and 4 gigabytes of internal storage. These specs are absolutely nothing to drool over, and you really shouldn't expect too much from the performance at all. You can check notifications and you can start workout exercises just fine, but app installations are just painfully slow, and navigation as a whole can be a little bit herky-jerky. Now, battery life should get you about 1 to 2 days with normal usage, that is with the AMOLED display, and you can get up to 30 days with Essential mode turned on, and that means you can get 30 days using the LCD display here. Overall, if you like the looks of the TicWatch Pro 2020, I think you could definitely justify its $260 price. But, you know, given the poor support and attention from Google in developing this platform, Android Wear watches as a whole can be a pretty tough sell as they're relatively slow when compared to the Apple Watch, and they don't have nearly as many supported apps. The best thing going for TicWatch Pro 2020 is its design and the dual AMOLED and LCD displays, which I think is just genius. I think that if that's an appealing feature for you, I think you could justify its price. I'm not a big watch guy, but from what I gather, brand obviously plays a big role in justifying the price of a watch, as does style. So Again, if you like the looks of this watch, I think you could justify its price. It doesn't hurt that it has some smart features that are actually pretty useful. With that said, I'm Bo HD from PhoneDog.com. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this watch down below in the comments section. I'll see you guys right back here in the next one. See ya.